Welcome to the ninth installment of the Sporting de Gijón series for FM13. We will see now what has happened during April. It's been a good month, as you will see, but not as good as it could have been. The first match was an easy game against Recreativo that are not as good as I initially thought, as they are deep in the table, and right now after the month they are the first team that is relegated. If things end like they are, they still have chances to stay up. Sangoi in this game had one of his starts and he did poorly as he's doing lately, and Kike de Lucas didn't do much better. So it looks like I should be looking for a right winger for the next season, as neither of them are doing anything good in the last 2 months. This was a game in which we won with a penalty early during the match, and that we should have won perhaps by more goals. An odd match in which they had most of the possession, but we had most of the shots. So it is indeed an example of a good match by us, as getting the possession isn't something that I value much and I care a lot for. So obviously it is better to have more, as that will be making easier to get more chances. The next was the bad result of the month that has prevented us to get some of the objectives of this past month. We lost against Las Palmas in an even match that should have been easier for us. We were penalized by an early goal by Macaulay Crisantos, after which the team didn't seem to recover from anemically, as they got during all the match kept being anxious or even angry, and things went even worse when during the last minute a penalty was awarded to Las Palmas. It is not just a game to blame on the complacency of the players, but also in my inability to change things with the shots or other instructions, as I didn't get to recognize any area where I would have more advantages on focusing on, or that were needing more protection. The next, it is maybe not the only one, but one of the few that I managed to get a lot of shots made by the players, as usually we don't get more than 8 or 9, even in our best matches. This time we got 18 shots, 7 of them on target. We had plenty of opportunities, many of quality, but despite the rating of their goalkeeping being only 6.4, he was forced to make a number of incredible saves, as we kept pounding the ball against his goal and he stopping them. Some very close and easy chances that were missed too. Then during the next match we repeated the same level of dominance, with a little more possession and up to 14 shots. Not all that many more than the usual, but still more than usual. And also several chances that, however, weren't off the target. Some of them at least. Paponi had a poor match and Mate Bilic was brought in, and he made a very good match, as like I said before in previous videos, he is still working hard to score for us, and not relaxing with the thought that he has a future in another team for the next season. That is 12 points out of a possible 15, and we should have got the 15 points, as Las Palmas should have been an easy game, but it seems that Las Palmas is being our bogus team. We have lost both matches that we've played against them. So as you see, with 5 games to the end of the season, we are sitting top, 7 points ahead of second place Hercules and 10 points ahead of Villarreal, who are having a strong end of the season. If we win the next match and Villarreal loses and Cordoba doesn't win, we will have ensured direct promotion, and with a little luck we can get it a few matches before the end of the season to be champions mathematically. We will see. In team stats, things remain mostly like always. During this month, so Las Palmas has taken the lead in goals from corners, Almeria in goals from direct free kicks, and we're sharing the top spot with Racing de Santander in indirect free kicks, and third on penalties scored. Still very high amount of goals from set pieces to what I am accustomed to, and I am still haven't touched the set pieces instructions, except maybe in some matches if I see a lack of players in a part of the area, I might change the delivery instruction to short or long or something else. But that didn't change anything, as when I tried that, no goals were scored from set pieces. In the individual stats, Ivan Hernandez has climbed up to the top in average rating, Gregory has gone up to 4th, and Ivan Hernandez tops now the Player of the Match awards. And there's no player in any of the other relevant stats that I find interest. Maybe not all, I might be missing one stat or two right now. And Mate Village has dropped from the Soto Stars yet top 5. Those are other stats that I might be interested in knowing, and as you see, no players of mine appear in the top 5 or of either of them. The only injury currently in the game is that of Alex Barrera for a few days more. In total it was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. We also had an injury to Ivan Cuellar, who had to play some of the important matches of this month, and that could help explain the loss against Las Palmas, as I think in that game. No, in that game he was on the pitch. It was another game it was Almeria game that he missed with a flu the night before the match. Statistics wise, in the squad things are more or less like any other month. Mate Village remains our top scorer, with Juan Muñiz a distant second. Juan Muñiz is the one leading the assist chart, ahead of Quique de Lucas. That might be the way that he gets to be the first choice in the right wing. Ivan Hernandez makes the most passes, and the best completion is of Ricardo, who has not been played in a long while since his injury, as he is old, and I prefer to give team to Sergio Alvarez, who is rated by the coaches like Ricardo, and he is considered to have a high potential. so I want to play him more to develop him rather than Ricardo, who is already in the last years of his career, and he will be out this summer if I can sell him, or maybe terminate his contract. Muñiz the most durable, which is expected, and he's made quite a few, and a couple of games came from long runs dribbling enemies. I think I saw you saw the goal I am referring to. I don't remember when did he score it. Interceptions, center back, left back, left back, center back. That is what I want. Tackles 1, left back, midfielder, right back, midfielder, center back, left back, midfielder, winger, midfielder, winger, midfielder, center back, striker, winger, right back, midfielder, center back. That is a very good thing to see. Bernardo has not played as many as some of the other players have, like Roberto Canella or Mandy, but he is rather low in the table of the tackles won, which should also reflect to a point the tackles made. I should probably add that stat, maybe even change the tackles completed and place their tackles straight. I will do now. Tackles attempted, Canella, Mandy, Bustos, Nacho Cases. It remains almost the same. There's only a few changes in position around here, and that's all the change that has happened. During the new injury to Bernardo, Gregori has made a third goal mistake. That's why he will not be the first choice. And I would like to maybe keep Bernardo in a permanent contract for next season, while Gregory might be sold. So his physical aerial stats are very good, so maybe I will keep him. I will decide that depending on what I see in the transfer window next summer. Next update will be the end of the season, after playing all the matches that are left. Most of the matches that are left to be played are easy, so there are two that may be hard. One is Córdoba, placed in the playoff positions, and the other is Sabadell, who has recovered from a low position during the early months. After the good start, they went almost to the bottom, and now they're 8th placed, 2 positions behind the playoff for promotion. So that is all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.